Welcome back, children. Are you ready to discuss structure of an atom? Yes, in this video you are going to discuss postulates of Bohr's model of an atom. On the basis of your previous knowledge, let us try to understand the terms related to an atom. Orbit, the path around the nucleus represented by the letters K, L, M, N, etc. Orbital, the space around the nucleus represented by the small letters S, P, D, F, etc. Here just have a look on the screen. Here is the diagram. The red part is a nucleus. See here, circular lines all are represent the path of the electron around the nucleus. So these are orbits represented by the letters K, L, M, N, etc. Yeah, orbital nothing but the space around the nucleus. Those are S, P, D, F, etc. See, now let's start our first postulate. According to the Bohr, electrons in an atom occupy stationary orbits of fixed energy at different distances. So these are called energy levels. These orbits are also called as energy levels. And second postulate is when an electron jumps from a lower energy state to higher energy state, nothing but the lower energy state also called as ground state, higher energy state also called as excited state. When it is jumped from lower to higher, the energy is absorbed or energy is emitted when an electron jump from higher energy state to lower energy state. The third postulate is the energies of an electron in an atom can have only certain values like E1, E2, E3, etc. The states corresponding to these energies are called stationary states. See, finally, in this, the energy is released, that is quantized. So these are the main postulates of Bohr's model of an atom. In this model, we have some limitations also. Here, Bohr's atomic theory. Let's move on to the limitations of Bohr's model. The theory could not account for the spectra of atoms more complex than hydrogen. And second one is, the theory does not give any information regarding the distribution and the arrangement of electrons in an atom. It does not explain the experimentally observed variation in intensity of the spectral lines of the element. Bohr's theory could not account for the fine structure of spectral lines. It is also failed to explain Stark and Zeeman effect. See, children, Stark effect. The splitting of line spectra in the electric field is a Stark effect. The splitting of line spectra under the influence of magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. So this model could not explain these two effects. So finally, these are the only limitations of Bohr's model of hydrogen atom. But we have an advantage. See, Bohr's model explains all the line spectra observed in the case of hydrogen atom. Finally, it is a successful model as far as line spectra of hydrogen atom is concerned. Yeah, children, I hope you understand well. So, prepare a notes of this model. Okay. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.